We are coming to you from Brass Expo 2015, and we're sitting with the guy that made this possible, Howard Zane. You know, Howard, thank you for making this happen again. You did the original Brass Expos, and you made it happen. Tell us why you wanted to do it.
Well, we're trying to expand the market. We're not getting as many new people into the hobby as we should, and by putting on the show that runs tandem with the Great Scale Train Show, we're hoping to get new people into here and see what it's about. That's why we opened it for everybody.
Yeah, well, thank you for that. And you're a prolific model railroader. Probably most of our customers have read your book, own your book. If not, they've seen you. But tell us where your love, especially of brass models, where did that start? How did you find your first brass model? Or
I was in the Army. It was around 1962. And probably everybody has the same darn story. It was on the shelf was a B&O Q4B by Akani, and this thing was on sale for $33.95. I said, "Holy great galloping gobs of goat crap! I can't believe that this thing was that kind of quality for that kind of money." So that's it. The bug bit.
And it bit you kind of hard.
It grew over one time over 5,000 models.
Wow! Yeah, it bit you hard.
Oh yeah.
And that was
never look back.
That was
brass.
unbelievable.
Dan, is fine art, and a lot of people don't appreciate that. These are all works of fine art made by very skilled artisans. And they have to see it, they have to know about it, and that's what this show's about.
Yeah, it's helping people see that.
Right.
And I know we've seen people that have been here, seen brass for the first time, and you can tell how enamored they were. So I think it's been a big success, this show, because of that. So
well, we'll keep building it, and hopefully we'll get more people into it.
Yeah, I agree with you.
One time we had a hell of a lot more people, but right now we're losing a lot of people, and we're not getting enough new people into it.
So we just need to educate it, because people, when they see it and learn about it, they love it. So
the brass field's biggest competition is ignorance, and that's what we're trying to overcome.
Trying to counter that, right?
You bet.
Now, Howard, you know, on an off subject, you're about the most interesting guy. You know, you've done a million things. Weren't you like a professional knife thrower at one time?
No. I was close. No.
Close? Yeah. Our airline pilot?
I was a corporate pilot.
Corporate pilot?
Military and corporate.
Okay. And then architect?
Industrial designer.
Industrial designer.
Now, my son's an architect, and in my book there's a picture of a structure that my son built. I forgot what page it is, but if anybody has the book, they'll see it.
Right.
And when he was 15 years old, he says, "Dad, I want to build a structure on your land." I said, "Well, sure." He was a 15-year-old kid. He said, this is before video games. So he went ahead and built it. I couldn't believe it. It was fabulous. At that moment, that last structure, by the way, is on my, as I said, it's a feature of my layout.
Beautiful.
He's now, I knew he'd become an architect. He's a world-class architect. He designs high-rises. He's almost 50 years old. He designs high-rises all over the country, of the world, actually. He's in Hong Kong right now doing a high-rise.
Oh, that's neat.
So he's become a fabulous architect.
Wonderful. So
it all started by building a model railroad structure.
There you go.
There's a lesson for kids. You just get in there, you'll be amazed what you can do.
Lesson for parents to get their kids doing it too, right?
There you go.
Absolutely. And I just wanted to also, real quick, I know we're closing the show up and everything, and I know you got a million things to do, but talk to our customers a little bit, our clients, the ones who might be interested in brass, about the durability of brass, like versus a plastic, because you have this amazing railroad, you run these things.
I don't run plastic. There's no life expectancy in plastic. What's frustrating, a brass model, let's say take a typical $350 piece, like a USRA 282 or a Q4B, for example, by Westside. You're going to pay an average price of $350 today. Okay. Now, if your tastes change and you want to sell it down the road 5 years, you're still going to be $350. Sometimes you might make a profit. Now, the person that doesn't know is going to buy the plastic counterpart. Hey, this is cheaper. It comes with paint, it comes with lights and all those kind of goodies, and it's going to cost around the same. Except there is no counterpart for the Q4B, but for the USRA, there are plenty. Down the road, if your taste change, the same thing as the guy with the brass version. I want to sell this thing. I'll give you $50 for it. It's the same thing. You know, I teach music. I teach old-time banjo and guitar, and there's no such a thing as a student instrument. If they can afford it, I tell them to buy the best instrument they can, because it's easier to play and it has some value to it and it'll hold its value. That's what brass is about. You cannot compare brass with mass-produced plastic toys.
And I know you say they run forever versus the plastic where you
In 1973, when I was flying, I had a chance to start a hobby shop, part-time. I did, lasted 2 years until I sold it. I had a display railroad in the window, and I ran a Penzi K4 8 hours a day, a PFM Penzi K4, 462, basic model, for 8 hours a day for a year and a half. It had 1,000 hours of operation on it. The only thing was wrong with it, the plating wore off the drivers. That didn't make any difference. They just cleaned the drivers more often.
Wow.
I had a plastic AHM Casey Jones, which came out the same year. That lasted 35 hours. Then we used it as a doorstop.
Not even close.
Not, right.
Not even close.
Not even close. That's why I say our biggest competition is ignorance.
Yeah.
We have to get this nut. People knew about it years ago, but those people are under the ground or living in a condo in South Florida.
Right.
Or whatever, but are playing golf, but they're no longer in this field. We have to get new people. So we're taking baby steps now. We're resurrecting something that was once great. It's still great. I mean, brass, you will know this, a huge percentage is traded online, be it eBay or your site. And that's fine for people to know what they're doing, but what about the new person that wants to get into the hobby? And, you know, how's he going to know about it?
Right. Not only that, even some of the guys in the hobby, they said this has just reignited their fire being here, and so we'd love to hear that as well.
Oh, yeah.
Just in signing out, brasstrains.com. A lot of our newer customers don't know it, but you started that and then sold us your business. So
Yeah, I
thank you
sure
for
did
that,
in
Howard.
2005. I miss
Yeah.
it, but what's frustrating is I keep finding new stuff. Every time I open a closet door, a couple hundred models fall off.
It's such a problem. It's such a problem.
Right.
Howard, thank you for everything,
Hey,
your
thanks for coming.
friendship,
My
and
pleasure.
standing behind us all these years. We appreciate it.
Good.
Thanks.
All set.